Let me ask you a hard question. Why do some people get up one more time and other people, they just stay down? And why do some dealership leaders break records while others, they just break down? The truth, it's not talent, it's not timing. It comes down to three traits that every high-performing leader, every winner I know lives by. And when my coach, Peter Swain, who's built brands, companies, and movements, shared it with me, it hit hard because it's exactly what separates survivors from strugglers, the elite from the average. Hi, I'm Chris Hunsicker, and welcome to the Dealership War Room, the podcast for leaders who refuse to coast, crumble, and get left behind. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a simple but brutally effective framework that will help you lead stronger, think clearer, and perform better when it matters most. So let's break it down now. Peter said to me, Chris, I've been watching high performers for years, and the first trait they all have is resilience. Resilience doesn't mean that you don't get hit. It means that when you get hit, you get up again and again and again. You get back up when the numbers are down, your team isn't clicking, and when the plan fails. And you get back up when the tariffs hit and the economy turns. You keep taking action, even when you're discouraged, disappointed, or exhausted. See, because you don't wait till you feel good to act, you start acting your way into feeling better. That's the only way it ever works, because resilience is the muscle that keeps you in the game long enough to actually win. The second trait, focus. Focus isn't working harder. Focus is working on what really matters. Focus says, this is the one thing that matters most, and I'm going to touch it every day, no matter what else is flying at me. Focus creates consistency, and consistency compounds over time. Your job isn't to do everything. Your job is to identify those few things that generate results and do them over and over and over and over again. Without focus, you're just too busy. With focus, you become dangerous. The third trait, momentum. And once you're resilient enough to stay standing, and once you're focused enough to stay locked in on right actions, that's when you create momentum. Momentum is when small actions start to build on each other, when people start to feel your energy and it shifts. It's when pushing the boulder uphill stops and it starts rolling on its own. But here's the secret. Momentum doesn't show up all at once. It's invisible until it's undeniable. Your job is to keep stacking good days, even when nobody else notices, because I promise you this, one day they will. And that's when you'll be unstoppable. I'll be honest with you. This framework came at exactly the right time. I was in a conversation with Peter, sharing him some of my frustrations, some of my doubts, some of my struggles about this podcast and how easy it is to just keep doing all the right things and feel like nothing's happening fast enough. Nothing's really coming the way it should. And right as I was kind of in that semi-complainy, whiny state, that's when Peter dropped these three words: resilience, focus, motivation. And man, it just clicked. That's the game. If you think about it, every great GM, every great coach, every builder I've ever known, they live these three out. They don't ride the waves, they create them because they know how to get back up, how to lock in, and how to create speed. So my question for you today is this: where are you slipping? Are you letting discouragement win instead of choosing resilience? Are you letting distractions steal your focus? Are you stuck in neutral when you should be creating momentum? You see, you don't have to be perfect. You just need to get up, aim right, and keep moving forward. If this landed for you, then turn insight into action and do something today. And if you thought of someone who you think could really use this podcast, then hang on to that, because Friday, I got something special for you. And if you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe to the Dealership War Room. I'm here every day with 7 minutes of leadership fire to help you stay focused, to stay sharp, and to stay on point. And I will see you tomorrow in the Dealership War Room.